Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This video is all about the Apple Watch scrunchie tutorial. So I'm going to show you how to make these really cute scrunchies. I actually have a lot that I've made because they're like super easy. So here's this cheetah one I made. I have like a navy blue striped one that I made. And today I'm going to show you how to make this. And you can make them out of like any extra knit fabric that you have. This one that I'm going to show you the tutorial on is out of like a rayon challis fabric, and then you can also make them like out of like a quilter's cotton fabric if you need. So for your Apple Watch fabric band, you're going to want a strip of fabric that is 4 inches by 20 inches long. Okay, so now the elastic in the picture is a 3/4 inch width. You could use a 3/8. In fact, I think what I have in this cheetah scrunchie is 3/8. So the 3/4 width is just going to fit you just a little bit more snug and have a little bit more structure, but either one will work. And that elastic is gonna be cut 5.25 inches in length. Also want to make sure that you check your wrist and make sure it's not going to be too big, because I kind of have like a big wrist. And then you're going to want to get the hardware, and I purchased the hardware on Amazon for the Apple Watch band, and I'll put a link in the description tab below. They're not too much. I think it's like $15. I'll put the price in there below because I can't remember. And now we're just going to take our strip of fabric and we're going to sew it down. You can use like a 5/8 of a seam allowance or a 1/4. I use about 5/8 of a seam allowance, and then I'm going to take it to my serger and just finish off the raw edges right here. Now I'm going to just use my tool and I'm going to turn it with the right sides out, and then I'm just going to put the elastic in it. So this is just a really fast project. And then make sure you have a couple safety pins handy, because you are going to want to safety pin one end in place while you sew down the other end. What you're going to want to do now, let the elastic fall a little bit into the scrunchie like this. We're going to have it go down about 1 inch, and then you're going to sew it in place. So see, it's right in there like that, and it's down about 1 inch. So now I'm going to go ahead and sew that in place. Make sure you did a couple of back stitches, and so now I'm going to clean up this edge by folding it in. I'm going to show you again. See how you fold it in? You're folding it in on the sides, and then you're going to press the other sides flat. So it kind of looks like a triangle. Okay, and so now you'll just want to like sew that in place to kind of tack it down so it can keep that triangle type shape. And this one, I am going to take it to my serger. Okay, and so then I went ahead and I sewed it down. And so now I'm going to move on over to the other side. This side, I'm just going to, do the same thing where you let it fall in about 1 inch, sew it down, and then we're going to do that triangle type shape thing. See, I'm folding it in like this. Okay, and so I'm going to just sew this down really quick. Now I'm also I'm using these pinking shears to kind of keep the edges really clean. And then I'm going to use my fray check, I don't want to get any frays. This is a rayon challis that I'm using, and so that is exactly why I'm using this fray check. And now we can go ahead and slide the hardware through it. And now we are ready to slide the hardware into it. And this is the part that is so confusing. You want there's some metal that's going to go towards the back. You just got to kind of think this through to make sure that you're not putting it on upside down. And so we'll just go ahead and slide this in there. And then we are just going to sew down that flap. And I'm still trying to figure out, did I put it on? Okay, so I put mine on upside down. Okay, I finally got it on the right way with my seam is going to be on the inside. And so now you're going to fold it down like this, and you're going to sew right here. Let's just go put it under our sewing machine. And so if you have a left and right needle on your sewing machine, you'll want to adjust it to where it goes all the way to the right. Let me give you a close-up here. You might not feel comfortable getting as close as I am. I've got my sewing foot touching the hardware, and then I'm just going to move my needle to the right and just sew. And you can just go really slow to make sure that your needle doesn't hit that hardware, and then just make sure that you do a couple of back stitches, and then we will be done with that side. So you can see that I got it pretty close to the hardware and it looks really nice. So now we'll just clean it up a little bit and we'll move on to the next side. Also, when you fluff up the scrunchie, you can't even see those stitches in it. The side that I decided to serge. I was just going to see which end that I like better. So I guess you don't really need to serge it. You can use that fray check or you can serge it. Either way, I think it looks okay. But here we have this cute little scrunchie. Now let's see what it looks like on our watch band. So there's this little lever here that you can kind of push on and then it slides right in there. So I change these all the time. It's not even a big deal. It's really quick and fast. And look at that. Okay, so that's how it's done. I think it turned out really, really cute. And so now I am just going to start working. I have another one that I'm working on. I love this rose colored. And so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure that you give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have a lot of strips of leftover fabric, make sure that you click on my video on how to make a scrunchie, or I have like a whole bunch of playlists. So I do hope to see you in my next video. And until next time, happy sewing. Bye guys.